All right, we're live in studio now with three players, actually. I can't count. From the Cortland Crush baseball team, and I'm obviously honored to be the PA announcer for the team over the summers, so I get to meet a different group of guys each year, and with me today I have Griffin Snyder as well as David Keller. And Gabe, what's your last name? I'm looking for it right now. Garcia? Yeah, so we got three players, and I purposely picked from out of area because, last time we had Garrett Bell in, Buzz, and we had Pastor, who is not super local. He's from Albany and goes to Brockport, but the other two were super local, and you guys are all from out of the area. You're from Georgia, Griffin, and so I mean, starting out with you, I guess, what's it like to be spending your summer out in upstate New York and Cortland, and what's your experience with the Crushmen like?
It's been great. I got family in Virgil, and almost all of my extended family is living in upstate New York. So I was kind of on my own down there in Georgia with my parents and stuff.
Oh.
But yeah, coming up here it's been great to see family, spend time with them. And just
you have
get
family in
closer.
Virgil?
I do.
That's
yeah.
a small world. That's where I grew up, honestly.
Yeah, they live up in Virgil Mountain. Up on the mountain there, up Van Donsel.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's
there's some really nice cabins up there, or like cabin type houses up there.
Yeah,
that's like where the Adventure Center from Greek Peak go. You can kind of see the ropes and everything. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, and Dave, you're from Pennsylvania. You said you go to school around Philadelphia, right?
3 hours. It's more towards central PA in Lock Haven.
Got you. And then what part of Pennsylvania are you from again?
Philadelphia.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, that's where my brother kind of lives, just outside of Philly. But he, because he's in the Army, he does like recruiting over there. But I mean, so this is all your first season with the Crush, right?
Correct.
No returning players here. Yeah. What's it been like for you, Dave?
Really fun.
Yeah.
This summer was like a good growth experience for me, but like it was great getting to know all the players and like teammates and whatnot. Because like everyone's I was expecting more guys from like Pennsylvania, obviously New York, but like we got Gabe here. He's from California. He's from Arizona. Goes to school in California, and we have a bunch of those guys, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And what was I going to say too? You guys, honestly, you guys, I was impressed with the way you guys all like got along right away. I mean, like, not that there was ever any beef on the other teams, but like I feel like I saw you guys like just kind of goofing around right away this season, and like it wasn't strange to bond with people like that. And Gabe, I mean, you're a busy guy too because you're studying for the MCATs. This guy's trying to be a neurobiologist too, yeah, which is amazing. You got to think too; these are college kids that are also trying to work towards their futures too. Some of them possibly in professional baseball, as Coach McConnell said that last night about David. But yeah, Gabe, what's it been like, kind of to get to know these guys from all over the place?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's honestly been really cool the whole summer, seeing the team come together. This has been my first time playing summer baseball, just due to COVID and some other things during my freshman year. I haven't been able to play yet. And we were actually talking about this on the way over here. Like, we feel like this team has just gelled together really great, even a little bit better than some of our own school teams have in the past. And
that's cool.
That's really cool to see. Like, definitely all of us living together on the same floor probably helps, and being able to just see each other every day, hang out during our free time, and really just do everything as a team, I think has really helped this entire summer.
How much free time do you even have, like trying to study for MCATs? I mean, it's like much less than others, I'm assuming, but I mean, you're still able to get to everything?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I wake up early in the morning, or as early as I can, and then do a lot of work in the morning, early afternoon. But I'm still open to always going out, usually at the nighttime, and really just going to get food or doing whatever anybody else wants to do. So it's a good balance, and some days are more than others. But definitely have to experience the Crush here.
And you're from all the way out in Phoenix, so you're from the furthest away. I mean, and completely different kind of like landscape, climate. I mean, have you been out this way before now?
Yeah,
to a place like upstate New York?
I have an uncle who lives in Washington, D.C., and I visited him a couple times. So that's like just as equally humid, I would think, as here. But yeah, it's definitely been a different experience. I've never played in weather like this. Even though it's not nearly as hot, those days that are humid are tough. Like,
what about cows? Was it Justice, I think, one time was like, I've never seen so many cows.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of funny. So I live like on the outskirts of Phoenix in a suburb called Gilbert, and there are actually a ton of cow farms there
really?
and
No, I
dairy
believe
farms.
it. I believe it.
Slowly, they're going away and turning into more residential areas. But
Yeah.
I've definitely had my fair share of cows back home
Yeah,
as well.
that's funny. Yeah, I don't know where you probably cows down in Georgia too, right?
Well, I
All sorts of
live
stuff.
about 30 minutes outside of Atlanta.
Oh,
and it's
so not much, yeah.
no, more
Unless
more
The
South
Walking Dead
Georgia.
rolls through, right?
Yeah,
And then there's probably
yeah.
cows laying everywhere. Yeah. So how many more days you guys got here? So we got playoffs this week. Hopefully
That's it.
that's it, right? And then
Yeah,
you guys all pretty much just jump, go home. And I mean, do you keep in touch with the Crush kind of throughout the year in terms of like whether you come back or not, or is that kind of stuff you work out?
Yeah, so
later on.
usually, I'm not sure how it is for other schools, but we'll usually sign to a summer ball team, like somewhere in the fall, like maybe late fall, depending. Like the roster sizes fill up, so we're gonna have to figure out like where we're going pretty soon.
Yeah,
So,
I would
Yeah.
think so.
It's
Yeah.
usually done by October, November.
yeah.
Summer teams are filled up, half a year in advance, and
Wow.
um,
Yeah, so you only got like a couple months to even decide.
right.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I mean, so you got your first playoff game tonight because you guys scored the bye. I guess we'll close on this. The Salt Cats won last night. 2-1 was the score. You guys have played them well this year. You played everybody well. But, I mean, specifically about the Salt Cats, we'll go to each one of you here. How are you feeling, I guess, going into the game, going into the series?
I have no reason to not be confident
Yeah.
in the team's ability. I mean, doesn't matter who we've played, we've beat them.
Yeah.
So,
And you're the team. You keep the dugout rocking. I mean, I remember playing baseball. It was a lot of it was keeping the team motivated and keeping the players up and the dugout loud. And you do an awesome job of that. You're a super great team player. Everybody says that.
I try to get yelled at from Bill quite often for it, but
Yeah, we're getting loud.
yeah, I think the playoffs are going to be a little different with that. I think there's going to be a little bit more
Composure.
yelling than there has been,
Yeah.
which is going to be fun.
Good. Yeah.
But,
Gotta get amped.
yeah,
Gotta get amped.
yeah, we're going to be excited for sure, and we've seen the Salt Cats a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah.
And, we kind of know what gets at them, and they know what gets at us. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting.
Yeah. And Dave, you're going to be starting tomorrow. Tonight we got Buzz on the mound, but how are you kind of feeling? Are you getting into your Zen, your meditation mode? I mean, that's what I'd be doing 2 days out of that start. What are you thinking?
That's exactly what I do. Like 2 days, you guys gave. Like I'll be starting to hydrate 2 days before I get on the mound. But honestly, like I really don't care who we play. Like we've been rolling this whole season, and we've proved to every single team out there that we can beat them no matter who they are. So
Yeah.
now we're fully confident in this.
Yeah, you guys lock in well. Yeah. And I mean, you got to be, as I said, I mean, when are you taking those? That's got to take up at least half your brain.
Yeah.
But you're also now in playoff baseball, So I mean, how are you balancing all that? That's a whole lot for a normal person.
Yeah, I mean, Pomona's usually a pretty challenging school, so I've been used to it, having to learn to balance the school life, all of the homework, extra work, as well as being prepared every day on the baseball field and making sure that you're ready. So not too much has changed. It kind of feels like I'm playing spring ball at the moment, but no, kind of like what Griffin and Dave have been saying, we're ready to go tonight, and if we just show up and play our game, don't really beat ourselves, I like our chance to take anybody who steps on that field. So.
Yeah.
For a little context about Gabe and how he handles his time, he'll bring his MCAT study book on the bus to away games and read it during that.
That's
while
almost
everybody else
intimidating now.
is yelling and doing karaoke on the mic. This man's studying for the MCAT.
Can you imagine how intimidating it would be if you pitch, you walk off the mound, you go back in the dugout, don't say anything, just sit down and just start reading your MCAT book?
It's not quite that bad, but
That's a Carter move.
Yeah. Well, the Mr. MCAT, we'll call him. That is Mr. Gabe Garcia, and he's from Gilbert, Arizona, and going to Pomona Pitzer College, which is in Los Angeles. We have Mr. David Keller, who is from Oreland, Pennsylvania, and Lock Haven University, and Mr. Griffin Snyder. You're from down near Atlanta, and your school's right down there too, isn't it?
No, I go to
Oh
school
no,
in
you
Rhode
go to
Island.
Johnson Wales. I asked
Yeah.
you that, and you're from Marietta, Georgia. Johnson Wales is Rhode Island, so you're right on up the East Coast. almost end to end.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, thank you guys for joining me in the studio, and definitely best of luck tonight. I'll be there, soundtrack in the stadium, keeping you guys pumped up. So we appreciate you joining the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
For sure.